Listen, guys, I have tried to film this video 2 times already. The first time, I just didn't like the way my face looked. The second time, apparently I had something between my teeth the entire time, and I didn't notice until I wanted to edit the video. And so here we are, the third time. You know what they say? Third time's a charm. In Dutch we say driemaal is scheepsrecht. Translating to 3 times is ship's rights. I don't know where that came from. So let's see how this one goes, shall we? Hallo mijn studenten, hoe gaat het? How are you? How are the kids? Today we're going to continue the Dutch pronunciation series. We're going to talk about the W, the V, and the F. Not because I think this is particularly difficult for students. These are sounds that take some getting used to in the beginning, but they don't stay difficult for a longer amount of time, like the R would, for example, or like the OU sound, which is going to be up next. This is just something that needs to be explained in the beginning a little bit, and then we'll be fine. You'll all be fine, especially if you're my students, everything's going to be fine. Trust me. So what we're going to do in this video, I am going to show you how we pronounce the W, the F, and the V sound. Then I am going to give you a few examples of words and words that are maybe a little bit tricky. Like you might not want to mix them up. You know what I mean. So let's start with the W. The English W has really like the whoo, like the sort of like the fish face, you know, you're really doing this with your mouth, like woo, like when you say what, you really have the woo over here. In Dutch, the W is more relaxed in your mouth. So it's like, it's a lot closer to a V than the English W is. So it's, you're not pressing your lips together at all. You're not doing, no. It's just, So we would say wat instead of what, for example. Then now for the Dutch V, you really want to press your lips closer together. So it's actually closer to an F almost. So you want to go v. You really want to feel those lips vibrate. V, like this fish. Now, what is very important, in some parts of the country, the dialect can differ a little bit, and it can actually sound even closer to an F. So for a lot of students, it is actually much easier for them, as they told me, to think about it like an F. Now, this is a really good idea because there are a lot more words that you can mix up between the W and the V than between the V and the F. So if you want to pronounce all of your V's like F's, go for it. Absolutely, go for it. And then finally, the F is f. So you really have those lips closer together. You don't feel them vibrate like with the W, like the v. Like if I do that for too long, it gets itchy. But you really want to press your lips close together. So like fantastisch, fantastisch is a good word to start with. It's one of the first words that I teach my students usually. Okay, cool. So these are all the pronunciation sounds. So the W is the V is v, and the F is f. All right, so let's talk about some words. Let's start with some words for the F. So I have tried to think about it for a little bit. I don't think there's any words that you can mix up between the F and the V. So we're just gonna pick some random words to teach you today. So we're gonna go fantastisch. That's the first one. Fantastisch. The second word is fijn. Very important word in Dutch. Fijn. Fijn actually does not mean fine. The meaning is closer to nice. Fijn. Dit is fijn. This is nice. What's the last word that I wanted to do? I forgot. Let's do fabuleus. Fabuleus. It's the word that I use to translate fabulous, but it more has to do with like fables than like fabulous. But I use it to say fabulous in Dutch because I like the word fabulous. It's a good word. So you can go, oh, this is fabulous. This is fabulous. Okay, cool. Now let's take 3 words that will change drastically when they are pronounced with a W versus with a V. Okay, so the first one is wat. Wat means what. And wat. Wat. Wat means like vessel, like bloedvat, blood vessel. The next one is waar. Waar. Waar means where. And waar. Waar. Vaar is a little bit difficult to explain, but let's just say it means to sail. Ik vaar naar Engeland. I'm sailing to England, for example. That would be nice. I want to sail to England. And then the last one, this is a mistake that a lot of my students make, and I just have to tell you about it. So for the V, it's vijf. Vijf means five, vijf. But then, if they don't pronounce the V strongly enough, they might end up saying wijf. Wijf. And wijf means bitch. So we don't want to say that. Let's not do that. Let's say wijf. Let's really make sure to strongly pronounce that V. All right, that's it for today. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or existential crises, feel free to let me know in the comments. Make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to click subscribe. The link to my teaching profile is in the description in case you want to book a class with me. And I am out of here. Goed gedaan en tot ziens. Doei!